gave you the jerk off button.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Well, that'll be to be continued.
That'll be to be continued.
When we can get a hold of them, because, like, honestly,
I'm sorry. You gonna have to answer.
Are you ranking it again?
No, it's not my phone. But he know Aunt from Connecticut.
Call has been forwarded to an auto.
Did it freeze?
no.
No.
Oh shit! You was just real still.
I mean, it is what it is.
Because I believe both.
Maybe, I mean, it's,
But
it
you
can
got to be held
that
accountable.
He factored this in his head, and he was surprised that he was asked why he didn't come back. He maybe didn't think nobody cared. And
But why tell him one thing but then tell me something different?
Why? Right. He told basically, yeah. Why he say one thing and then say you? Because
why? First of all, I wasn't even there when it shit. Whenever he was, I wasn't even there when he stayed the night there before. So why would I make that up? And how can I tell him that? You never said that to me. So how can I tell him that?
And that's the thing. I never even said it to him.
So where did the hair situation come up at then?
So describing the video, nobody said nothing negative about that man's hair. Describing a video, and I was like, "Oh," I said, "Yeah, I did hear about that video. You had the ponytail." And he was like, "Oh, they were talking about my ponytail." I was like, "No,
I
he said that you had a ponytail."
No, I know you like to bring up the most shadiest part of a moment. Like, listen. Out of all the things you could have said about the video, you will go to the hair knowing like that could be some. First of all, knowing he didn't got no damn hair. So, and then you're gonna mention the fact that he has hair in the video.
He didn't have any hair.
But it wasn't being shady. I just said, "Oh yeah," I said, "Yeah."
But you might not do it out of shade, but I'm telling you, this is what you do. You pick the most shadiest part of a moment to remind somebody of the moment.
Oh my God! Did you see that video? Bessie games at game night.
Yes.
What happened?
Oh no, the different types of games at game night.
Yeah. TikTok.
Oh my God!
But,
so what happened was he felt some type of way clearly because you brought up the hair. You didn't see it, but you said it was described to you. So that's what makes him think somebody was talking about him. So basically, it was
but when he asked me, I said no. I said, I'm just going off of the description of the video.
Even if you tell him no, like in his head, it could have been like, oh, it must have been negative because it's an insecurity because he ain't got no damn hair. So why would you even bring up the fact that he had hair in the video?
The shit.
If it's a bald man sitting in front of you, you don't say, oh, that video where you had them locks. The words could have been chosen differently, yes. But I wasn't thinking about that. I'm thinking of the description of the video. That's it, from what I could remember. Yeah, but I'm just saying
he was having a general conversation with him.
Yeah, but he probably has the insecurity about it.
He has insecurity about it.
As a negative type of, he automatically gonna think if anything was said about it, it was negative.
That's the true definition of going from 0 to 60. Like,
yeah.
You show up with 40 inches.
But you do that, Dora. You do that.
My hair came in a pack.
You do. Yeah. You have a tendency to pick the most shadiest part of a moment to remind somebody.
Like, it happens to me a lot too, so it's okay.
No, it's not okay.
It's not okay when it happens to somebody else, but it's all the time.
I do not do that to you.
Amongst each other. I'm not talking about somebody else. I'm saying no.
I'm gonna think about
but it wasn't The thing about it, it was never
It
intentional.
wasn't
I'm just thinking
intentional.
about that
I know.
one moment, and I was like,
I
oh
know.
yeah, because I
I
wasn't
know
there.
it definitely wasn't intentional to be shady in no type of way, shape, or form.
It wasn't intentional. So it's
But-
just that it was something that he was insecure about, and y'all was having a conversation about it, and he took it as somebody was trying to slight him.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so that could have been looked at as I'm talking.
Well, I kept telling that grown man to call that other grown man, and instead he went about it a whole different direction. He said, I'm just fall back. I said, well, you call me.
So he did call me, and like I said, he was like, oh, I wanted to just wish you a happy belated birthday, and I just, I was this because some things were clarified, were confirmed, or whatever. And I'm like, what things were confirmed? He was like, just the energy wasn't right, and Darnell confirmed some things, and I'm like, Darnell confirmed some things. And he's like, yeah, and he was like, I really don't get along with your boyfriend now. And I'm like, okay. And right there, like, you're allowed to feel how you want to feel about him, like, and get your own judgment. I'm like, okay. So that part didn't bother me. But I didn't know it was because, like, I didn't know where it came from. But the fact that, like, he knows that Kobe thinks that he's thirsty. Like, I could get why you won't like him. Like, you know what I mean? But
that came from his mouth, though.
Right. And he probably, honestly,
I never talked. I had no reason.
No,
I had no reason to go and say that to that man. That's weird.
He probably overheard Kobe say it because he was here when Kobe said it.
Oh,
like he probably overheard Kobe say it. Honestly,
well, my ass wasn't there for that, but that's the reason he gave me.
So, but future reference, keep me D. Darnell, don't feel no type of way because I don't feel no type of way towards you.
I don't feel no type of way, but what I am going to do is straighten this shit out my damn self. If I got to call you in a three-way myself and have you muted, we're going to straighten it out. Because what we're not going to do is twist up shit that didn't happen. Like,
exactly. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Period. Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel the same way. I feel like I knew y'all longer. Y'all are my friends. Like, y'all my best friends. And
I told you, that's another thing he said. Y'all got your own dynamic because y'all all know each other. He said, I know Terrell fairly new, but he still knew him too a little longer.
Honestly, but no.
I know that you can talk.
People start shows all the time and they don't know each other from a campaign.
But hold up, I met Kaleek. Honestly, I met Kaleek before I met Benji and Randy. Like, I met him before y'all. I met him when I was in school. I was like 16. I was 16.
I'm like, I remember you talking about Kaleek, but I just never met Kaleek.
Right, he lived in New York. He lived somewhere else. Like, so after school, it was just whatever.
Randy, you a ghost.
Separate ways.
I'm a goose.
Right.
We gotta wrap this up. I gotta go.
Well, we're basically done.
Yeah.
All right, bye, y'all.
We're basically done. Where are you about to go?
Somebody got a date.
Okay.
No, I need to get some food.
Yeah, I need to eat too.
And
that black.
What in the world is going on with Randy?
That's meat munching Monique.
And I didn't meet him until we went to New York together.
Right. Yeah, y'all in person.
Yeah,
did y'all hook up?
This is another Zoom. Then we can talk about the walk when they
y'all hook up.
I was going to say, no, don't try to
eat
his butt.
I'm just answered it. You just answered it.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Try to eat his butt.
No.
You socked him up like a biscuit.
I didn't try.
I'm trying to find the reason.
Wait, you didn't try. Did he just give it up?
Yeah.
I plead the fifth. Mind your business.
No, because anytime somebody pleads the fifth, that means they did.
No, that don't mean that. That means I don't have nothing else to say.
Yes, it does.
Is it almost doesn't count?
It's a not none of your damn business.
Did somebody get a handy?
I don't know. It was a foggy day.
A foggy bottom day.
Well,
did you try and somebody wasn't ready and cleaned out? I mean, what's up?
So that's what I mean. Like, that's why he probably would paint a different picture to Darnell because maybe he likes Darnell.
Oh.
You call it back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Hold on.
I might got a few minutes.
Yeah, it's there now.
How was that?
Hey,
Why did it say?
because I'm on a call. We have so much to clear up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently I was talking bad on Gene. I didn't know I was.
We got to put Gene on. We got to put Gene.
We tried to add you. We tried to add you to the Zoom.
But wait.
He's right here.
He I'm on speakerphone.
He can hear you. Well, I'm not at his house, but he's on the Zoom call, so he can hear.
Right, but why? What made you have this conversation? Like, what made it come up?
Okay. All right, wait.
Gene was.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, can you hear me? The reason why it came up was because I went to Darnell because what you told me was the fact that you said Darnell confirmed a few things or the reason why like some energy was uncomfortable that made you feel uncomfortable and stuff like that. So of course I'm going to go to Darnell and be like, okay, so what? Like this is being said to me because Darnell's my best friend. And like I told you, and I was like, I don't make it uncomfortable for anybody to come to me and say anything. Like, so I didn't understand like why it was even or how it was even.
Wait. That who made what uncomfortable? Hold on. Say the name. Say exactly what I said to you.
You said Darnell. That is what you said to me. You didn't give me no details.
Repeat, say it again.
You didn't go into no details. You just said Darnell confirmed.
Okay, because this is what I remember saying to you that me and Darnell helped me, as far as like his relationship with you, how y'all just kind of like some things that he see with you that I didn't understand and see, and he kind of like put the piece of the puzzle together, and I made my own decision. So I was trying to get to like Darnell wasn't saying too much bad stuff about you, but y'all have your own relationship and the whole situation with y'all too, like how y'all are. Darnell said you are a certain way. You just this, that, and the third. I never specifically say anything specific. I didn't put no specifics out there. I just said he helped me with my conclusion on our relationship and how things are. Then I also said I don't like your boyfriend, and that was kind of like.
Right.
That was it.
I understood, and I didn't care about you not liking him because everybody's entitled to their how they feel about people. But
right.
It was just the whole Darnell like helping you come to a conclusion part. Like that's what because Darnell said that it was because of things that you said to him. Darnell, you can say what he told you.
Basically, what we talked about when you said, the fact that Gene said to you that his boyfriend said that you was thirsty, that made you uncomfortable, and that's why you didn't want to come around no more. Right. But
wait, I don't remember saying that to you. Like I don't, because I would not want you to feel no type of way, like especially you staying.
You said you don't understand that.
Not to you, no. And
you said that the last time I was there, you said that he felt like I'm thirsty, and why everybody that you hang with all your friends, why they a certain way or something like that. And I was just like, okay, I felt uncomfortable that whole time, but that wasn't necessarily. That had nothing to do with you and Darnell. I don't.
No, I just
something was said to you about me.
No, yeah, I just because I know me, like I don't want anybody. Like one thing about my character is I don't like for anybody to feel uncomfortable. So I wouldn't want you to like. That's why I was so like, what? I would never say that to you because you would stay here. So why would I want you to feel uncomfortable while you stay here?
Yeah. Why you said it to me? Loud and clear. I was like, oh wow.
I don't remember saying that to you. What was the how did I even come up with it? Talking about it.
You said that a couple times. You even said it in front of Will and you can ask Will, he'll probably bring it back to you. We sat in a car that night that we went out, remember it was around Andrew and all the other stuff. You repeated it again and you talked about it and I was like, wow. But maybe it was the tequila, I don't know. But you told me what he said about me and I just kind of felt some type of way after that about him. Because I'm like, I'm not even really a hoe, but it is what it is.
Right. Like I wouldn't call you thirsty. Oh well, I wouldn't Well, you said he thinks that about you. So,
Right.
I don't think like you're single, you're allowed to have your moments. Like what the fuck? So,
Right. So you don't remember that?
no, I don't.
Oh my God. Gene, you might be knocking on dementia door, my nigga. Because we talked about it. Like,
all right, let me ask you this. Apparently, you told them I mentioned them talking about your ponytail in the first video, like they was talking about you. I want you to honestly say, did I say that they were talking about your hair, or did I describe when I told you that's how they described the video? I said, oh, when you had your ponytail.
You said something. Hold on, because what I got from that, Darnell, no shade. What I got from that, as if it was a conversation, you didn't come off negative about it, because you obviously you wasn't aware, but you drew a picture for me, and I made my own conclusion, my own perception of it. Like you said, they had a conversation about me with the wiggy thing on. That it was maybe it was the way you worded it. I don't know, but I was like, well, then was something wrong with my fucking wig? Like I'm like, okay, whatever. So I took it as like it was like some type of negativity in it. That's how I took it. Mm-hmm. Now, how you painted the picture and may have thought you may have said it, I'm not. That's why I keep saying I don't think you was being negative about it.
Yeah, because I don't. I was just going off. I was just going off of the description. Well, before Gene even got into the conversation, when you said it, I painted my own picture. When you say what you say, and how your opinion on, we're not going into some details about whatever about you and Gene, because I'm not doing all that between y'all two. Y'all had that conversation, but the picture that you painted helped me with my perception of the whole Gene situation.
That's honestly, that's how I looked at it. I was like, he probably just painted his own picture. Like he took it his way. Like I was like, Darnell, I really feel like you probably bought it up. And then Darnell, you could testify. I said, you always bring up the part that could sound the most shadiest to describe a moment. Yeah. And I was like, even if it wasn't shady, I was like, to him, he could have took it that way. And obviously you done. But you just described. You just said Darnell didn't paint it in a negative way, but you took it that way.
Yeah, as far as listen, because I'm trying to I don't want to sugarcoat too much, but whatever our conversation was,
it wasn't a conversation.
A picture, okay. So I'm just gonna say, because I can always repeat what I say. I don't care who feelings it hurt. Because me and Gene bumped heads before in the past, so we can always bump heads and recover. But I'm not trying to like throw nobody under nobody's butt or anything like that. But our relationship is not perfect. Right. Darnell keeps it 100 with me when he talks. In my eyes, he keeps it 100 with me. Okay. However, whatever, we may see you or how you may be, like sometimes let's just say with the live thingamajiggy. Like you saying that you called me like every time y'all was like doing live. You didn't call me every time when y'all did a live. So I was like, oh, that must be some shady shit. So I painted that as being shady. I'm like, well, damn, he don't want me involved or something. That's how I felt. Okay. Not saying it was a situation, but that's how I felt. But right. I'm realizing that you do forget shit.
Right. So before you bring,
I was Darnell.
But did I not say? Did I not say?
Hold up. But hold up. Let me respond to that. Because as soon as we started the Zooms, I have included you because when I remade the messenger for the TBD cast, I included you. So you was never not aware of anything that we weren't doing. I never reached out to any of my friends in a text personally to them when it came to TBD. If it came to TBD, I always sent it in the messenger. So, and then I did try to include you.
In a message, well, how was there videos like that was up and posted? I didn't know nothing about them. I didn't know y'all have recorded. I said, what's the name? Benji would say something. And I was like, well, I didn't know.
We're talking about the videos of when we was at the table. I'm talking about the Zoom videos. You're talking about ever since we started the Zoom video, I tried to include you. And I tried to include, I tried to wait for you to get off of work one time. Like I tried, but we cannot not record.
Go ahead.
I'm like, we cannot not record. Like, so I don't know, like you making it seem like I didn't try to include you. I definitely tried to include you where I could include you. When we're at the table, I know you can't be here. I would definitely talk to you, be like, yeah, you know, in the beginning, I was definitely trying to keep you informed because this is something that me and you started, honestly. So I never not seen it.
I didn't feel like that towards it. I didn't know that it was a. I don't know. Maybe I'm misinformed a couple things. I don't know. My picture is different. My perception is totally different.
But didn't I always try to tell you to reach out to him though?
Yeah. We just said I was gonna talk to him when I was gonna talk to him. That was the last time.
Right, and that's what I said though. Either, but I told you I was like, well, it would be better if y'all talked about it.
Yeah, the last conversation we had, yeah, we did say that. That's why I basically hit him up because we talked about, you know, y'all tripping the land and all this and the third.
Right.
And I was like, I'm gonna hit him up or whatever. And yeah.
This is my whole thing. Like, just I don't ever want, like, because I was just telling Benji and all of them, I was like, I met you before I even met Benji and Randy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so the only person I knew longer than you was Darnell. So, like, but I met you before I even met them. So I didn't understand, like, why, if there was ever any inkling of any negativity coming from me, like, towards you, or you feeling like I'm, like, not making it comfortable or not including you, especially in something that I feel like we birthed. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I want you to come to me. Just, you like, say something. Like, even if you think it's going to hurt my feelings. Like, you are air sign, I'm an air sign.
This is how I move. I feel like the last couple of videos that was posted on Facebook, because I like everything on there. Like, every time y'all post a video, I like it. And I would see a text message saying, you know, I just posted a video. I think it was in a group text message, but I'm like, I didn't even know that y'all did a fucking video. There was times where I really did not know y'all did a video. It was like, no shade. And maybe you thought that I pushed away from it, but I didn't.
If you scroll up in that same message where you got it, the video posted, share it, like it, you will see where I say, yo, are we going to record Zoom, whatever, tonight? Like, I always, everything's in the same messenger. Everything's right there. Like, there is...
Maybe I didn't see it, but the point is, I don't know, I didn't see that. Because I was waiting. Every time for some reason, every time I saw a message, it was, I just posted the video. You go check it out, you guys. So I would go check it out. I'm like, well, then why the fuck did anything came? So I personally took it personal. I was like, oh, well, maybe he don't want me in it. But then, and I honestly didn't care. Keep real with you. I was just like, okay, but I was like, maybe they don't want me in it. Cool. But when Darnell would ask me, like, why wasn't you in the video? Like, and then Benji, like, they wanted me to, you know, be in the video. I'm like, well, nobody, he didn't say anything to me. So I was like, I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe I just wasn't supposed to be in the situation. So I backed off and didn't care. But then when they would ask me, I would respond like, I don't know, maybe it's on some shady shit. That's how I responded.
Well, it's never shade coming from me. Like, honestly, like, if I had felt any type of shade towards anybody, I would definitely just, especially y'all, my friends, I would just come to you and be like, bitch, why the fuck you acting like, or, you know, yada, yada, yada. But, like...
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not going to respond like that because of what I went through with Lady. So I'm not going to respond like that. I just like to move away and just say, oh, it's not that serious, keep moving. But also, like, I also just felt like it was influenced. You know what I'm saying? After you said what you said to me, and I don't think that Darnell needs to be put in the middle of this situation. But Darnell, no shade. Y'all have y'all's situation or whatever, and like from your past that you talk to me real as if, you know what I'm saying, like you tell me the negativity, the negative and the positive. Okay, so I'm just not gonna make it sound like I'm just like trying to save Darnell here, because keeping it real, you did paint a picture, and it helped me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it was all bad or whatever, but your perception basically made me feel the way like, okay, yes, the boyfriend does influence things. So, and it's obviously true because the last time I had a situation with you and over there with you and Kobe, you told me that Kobe said something, and I just really didn't fucking like it because I was all team Kobe at the beginning. And I'm like, what the fuck? He said that, and my whole mindset changed, and I was like really uncomfortable. So,
and that's another reason why I was like, I definitely would not, because I know you like Kobe.
No, shady.
No matter what, no matter what, I know how you felt towards Kobe. So I would not want you to look at him in any type of way.
Well, I'm like really shocked that you don't remember this, Gene. That I'm gagging right now. Like you don't remember telling me. I think maybe Bro can remind you because we was in his car the second time. I was like, I can't believe he said that. And you was like, yeah. He said you was thirsty. I don't know what I had did. I remember that day I had did something. It was me, you, and him there, and he was mad at you or whatever. He was in the back room, and y'all was there for a while or whatever.
Right.
Honestly, I guess because I was talking about a boy.
Right. Honestly, I swear, in my mind, like, never mentioned it. Whether you overheard it, and then like,
no, it wasn't overheard. Me and you had a conversation.
I don't remember this conversation because I'm very particular. It just seems so out of my character, even with drinking. Like, because when I drink, I don't think y'all ever seen me like belligerently drunk to where I'm like, not really, it's not.
No.
Maybe in the back. But like, I don't.
That's why I'm thinking like, how do you not remember that, Gene?
Well,
I'm not sure. So, do you remember him saying it to you? Because now I'm like, okay, well, did he say that, or was you making that up? Because I don't see you making up nothing like that. If you saying that you don't remember me saying that, remember you saying that to me, that wouldn't make sense to me. Then, so do you remember him ever saying that to you?
I don't remember ever having that conversation with you. Now, conversations I had with him about you, I just don't want to go into details with that because that's just between me and Kobe. But
you could go into details because I said it.
But I'm about to say you can say it if he said it or not because it sounds like he said it.
Conversations that I heard of you when you talk to other people, you do come off thirsty to me, and that's just how I feel. Period.
I can't. No, what do you say? I can't hear it.
I said.
Come closer to the phone.
I said it. It's nothing that's a secret. And I said I've heard conversations that you be having, and I just feel like you're thirsty. And that's that. Sorry.
That I'm thirsty on my hoe.
Either or. Whichever you want to pick.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's basically me and you had that conversation, Gene. Afterward, you told me the conversation that y'all had. So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't just not know about it. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like,
no. My way,
I was team motherfucking Kobe, and I'm just like, why would he even be judgmental towards me like that? Like, I don't know him like that, and he don't know me like that.
I was like, maybe you could have overheard Kobe because
no, it wasn't an overheard situation. I didn't hear him say anything. I didn't hear it come out of his mouth.
Well, Rel don't remember that conversation either, but you know, he said he might have been drinking and stuff too, so he might not know either.
We was in the car, and the second time I asked you again, and we was in the car, and Rel was right there, and you was. I don't know if what y'all was talking about, but it was about whatever. But I asked that question because I'm just like, I can't believe Kobe said that about me.
Well,
but in Gene's defense, I say that about Darnell because of how Darnell is. It was no shade.
Regardless of who you said about Darnell or not, I don't know you like that, and I'm like, I'm not the type of person to judge people. So I would never say, "Oh, Kobe's like this or like that." I'm not gonna ever do nothing like that because I don't know you.
Well, that's fine. You know, if I heard what you were saying and how you talk, then that's what I've given. I always say that about Darnell. So.
That's why I keep saying you can't compare me and Darnell. What you say about Darnell, the situations are different. But you meet somebody, you don't just pass judgment. As a man, you just don't do that.
I don't have to do anything. He could talk, but he ain't telling me to calm down. Goodbye.
No, don't calm down. I want to hear what you got to say. But we're talking just like men. I don't think anything that you're saying personal right now. But then I did because I'm like, I thought Kobe was cool as shit. Like, how he gonna call me thirsty or a hoe, whatever? And he don't even know me because I'm none of them things. So it's like, why would he say that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, he said it because he said he overheard having conversations on the phone. But that's not my gripe. That's not my gripe. My gripe was. My gripe was the fact that, like, I guess the fact that you said I said this to you, that's what started all this, basically. The fact that I shared with you that Kobe thought you was thirsty.
Right. Well, yeah, that's basically what happened.
That's what started. That was the beginning of this domino effect of like this picture being painted. Honestly.
Right.
So.
Well, that's what happened.
Well,
I'm like really fucked up that you don't remember the conversation now.
No, I don't remember that. Like, cause it just seems so unlike me. Like.
Yeah, I was in no shade. I was shocked when you said it. I'm like, well, why the fuck would he tell me that? I'm like, I was in my head. I didn't think I even said that. I think I said this to Darnell. I rather him have kept that between him and Kobe. Did I say that to you, Darnell?
Mm-hmm.
I rather him have kept it between him and Kobe because I really felt some type of way. Like, I'm sitting around this wood, and I had to like sit there for another night or something. I'm like, I gotta sit in this wood, and that's not like me. I usually, by all respect, I'm grown. I'm not gonna just go approach somebody about something they said about me, but I felt some type of way as a man. Like, I'm like, this nigga don't know me. Why would he do that? And I was team him. Like, why would you do that?
Right. But he didn't mean it in no shade. He was just like based off of what he was picking up from your conversations on the phone. I guess you might have been talking to a moment or two, and he might have, probably took it the wrong way or whatever. But
okay. Anyway, so on to the other subject. Yeah.
But I
let everything go. I don't really care about the situation like that.
I never not wanted.
I even took a breath away and came back and like, let me hit him up. We brothers, we bros. That's how I feel.
Right. Exactly.
And Darnell helped with that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless of our conversation with each other,
right.
Me and Darnell's conversation with each other, regardless, he helped me, be like, you know what? I don't look at Gene in a bad way. I don't look at you in a bad way, period. Like you like my brother, but like I said, I did get uncomfortable.
Right. Well, bless you. Well, I hope that after this conversation, you'll never be so uncomfortable. You don't come to me and talk to me about it. And I just want to say that, like, I never not wanted you on the show. Like, that was never the case. Like, ever. So don't ever feel like I never not wanted you on the show. Like, anytime you decide you want to try to work it out and make it to these Zoom calls, it is what it is.
Okay, Pedro.
Okay? Like, you're never not wanted. And if you're here in Philly and we're recording, you're never not, like, it's never going to be a thing. Like, come on.
In fact, I was about to say, yeah, I could definitely do Zoom calls. I got some things that, we should definitely talk about, but no, I'm not gonna do that. But us all hanging out, me, you, Darnell, and your whole crew. Because I like your friends. I like bro. I like Benji. Cool. But as far as like, damn, I even want to like hang with you again, like at your crib. But I honestly, I ain't even do that. But yeah,
See, now
this weekend we gonna all hang out together. Whatever. I'll be down there.
Now you feel uncomfortable. Don't feel uncomfortable. But I understand.
The boyfriend thing, I'm always feeling comfortable about it because the energy behind it, I think how only way this can be handled is if I just never intertwine with that type of energy ever again. No malice towards Kobe, but we just two different type of people. We can never be like in the same vicinity. Like I can't ever do that. Oh, hold on. But other than that, let's just hang out this weekend. I'll be down there.